Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the Daily Tarot for Monday, September 15th, 2025. Thanks for being here. Welcome. I hope everyone had a wonderful, solid weekend and were able to get done things you needed to get done, or if you had to work, I hope it was a productive period of time. And let's see what is in store for us for Monday as we kick off into the week. I'm going to use the Tarot Mucha for today's reading. And as always, this reading is just to give us an idea, give us a heads up of what is ahead of us today on Monday. It's a way for us to gain some insight, some inspiration, to look ahead and to see what we need to know as we go through this world as spiritual entities that are in physical bodies in the physical world. Okay? For the most beneficial, for our ever-expanding growth and awareness, and how can we best connect to the divine? All of that wrapped up into a 10-minute, 15, 12-minute daily reading. All right, here we go. Oh, well, okay then. The Emperor comes out to let us know that we should take charge today. Definitely an energy. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Let me see if I can feel this out. It was our companion card for today's reading. It's in here. No, it's this one. And we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so for today, it's really important that we understand how we can implement more yang energy moving forward. This is about, the energy is about someone who rules over their kingdom, is just, knows how to take care of things that need taken care of in order to maintain a balanced and healthy kingdom. And when I say kingdom, I mean your life, your body, your physical body, your spiritual body, your mental body. This is about taking action today. Now, Six of Swords, this is here. Let's take a look real quick. And here's the Six of Swords. This is about departing and leaving. This is about moving away from a negative situation, moving away from influences that it's time to move away from those that are detracting to you, that are distracting to you, that cause you to lose your connection. The Emperor is, so you have the Empress and the Emperor, and you have the yin and the yang, and this is the yang connection to universal energy and to divine power on earth. Okay, that's the combination. And this is about really taking charge of, and not only taking charge, but taking responsibility, the ability to respond, right, to situations that have come up or that are coming up for you today. Take charge today. Be centered today, and come from a place of that connection to something very deep and immortal and divine. And love and compassion and strength. Strength came up a lot last week. Now we're going to move on some of that, and we're going to take action today. But this action doesn't necessarily involve moving like directly into something. This feels like we need to move away from something. We need to take that energy and really make plans to know what we're going to do when we go to travel, when we go to make that move into a better situation. How do we take our kingdom and wrap it all up and move into a better situation, moving away. This is a card of departure, of mentally knowing it's time to move on to the next phase, but to do so with this really strong internal guidance with the Emperor. So that is definitely the energy today that I'm feeling. And see how that comes through today. See how that, what hints and suggestions pop into your head as you think about what you need to move away from, what you need to shift your kingdom towards. This is about packing up and knowing that it's time to shift the kingdom, shift the attitude of the kingdom, shift like, and again, kingdom is your physical self here on earth. All right. That was really, it came through really clear. So I'm very happy for that. This may be a shorter reading. And the Emperor works from a place of power. They work from this central seated place of power. They know who to talk to. They know how to they already have the connections made. They know how to delegate if they need to. And yeah, they come from a place. This is almost like a magician card, but it is definitely more in the physical workings instead of the physical workings of the world, instead of the magician, which is a little bit of everything, all the different elements and the ability to manifest. The Emperor is more about making decisions and knowing from this place of internal power exactly what you need to do and how it needs to be handled, and to make those plans and to get ready. Actually, this is more about the departure. The plans have already been made, moving into away from something that no longer serves. I'm not going to call it negative. I'm going to just say something that no longer serves you, something that is, just no longer serves you. I'm not even going to say the word broken or destroyed. It's a shift. It's a shift of energy in a very directed, yang way. All right, let's pull a punctuation card and see what they have to say to add to this sense of direction, sense of movement. And this isn't a retreat. I want to be clear about that. This isn't a retreat. This is a shift almost in mindset, in how you're going to go about your daily business. This is a shift of, and it's almost got a chariot feel to it, except it's not as active and not as energetic. But this is a core central shift towards a much more, nope, we need to move away from these activities. We need to move away from this mindset or this pattern of thinking, and we need to shift. And this is how we're going to do it. And we're doing it today. So be ready for that. That's the energy that I'm picking up. So let's just see real quick. It's up in the front. It's way up in the front. Which one is it? So a lot of times when I'm doing this, I have my eyes closed. So it's the downside of having just this particular view. Okay, here we go. Be open to healing information. This is excellent. This is about not only information coming in from your spirit team, right? Like, that's obviously an angelic being trying to send healing down, trying to give you information. So be open to this. This is an incredibly healing day as you shift your mindset, as you shift your life into something that is going to be better. But that takes a transition, that takes a movement from one to the other. And if you are open to that healing information, you will begin to get your first clues. You will begin to know, okay, this is how I do this. The Emperor has a connection to the divine that allows him to enact what he needs to do in order to rule his kingdom, right? So this is a connection to spirit. This is a connection to that healing information, and that information from the eternal and from the divine that It comes from a place of love and strength. So be open to that. Maybe take some time today to think about this, open up to what do I need to move towards with my kingdom, and see what comes up. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. I will see you again on tomorrow's reading for Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for being here. As always, you can get in touch with me through alongadifferentpath@gmail.com. Please like and share this video as you feel the need, and peace and strength. See you on the next one.